Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Madden, and we're going to learn how to freeform pass. We're just going to do it at the very basics. So what you want to do is you want to go into settings, go into game options, and you scroll down, you come to passing type, and you change it to placement and accuracy. Turn the passing slowdown off, make sure the vertical max distance is near. Vertical speed can be anywhere between 10 and 12. Probably be easiest to use 12, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much in my opinion, but you might as well set it to 12. First thing we're going to do is we are going to head into the skills trainer, because it does have a drill for running the fucking freeform passing. That's over in advanced techniques.
Ready?
If you'd like, you can go through the tutorial-based part of the drill, which is right here. I don't need to do that right now. Because I know how to do this, and to save time, I'm just going to skip that. What you can do right here, you skip to the drill part of this, and then it runs you through the drill of freeform passing.
Here we go.
This very first exercise in the drill is an over-the-top freeform pass, which is what I'm going to be teaching you how to do. But there's one at number 1 out of 10 and one at number 5 out of 10. And this shouldn't take you more than 30 to 60 seconds to do, so it's worth just doing them to get the practice before you go into practice mode. And this is with the slowdown on, and you're not going to be using the slowdown anyways. Like I said, I'm going to skip to number 5 here because it doesn't matter. If you do want to learn how to freeform more than just streaks, this is a great way to learn how to do it. For example, I can put this ball down and away from the safeties. But keep in mind, you have to do that without a slowdown in game. So you don't have to use freeform passing if you have it turned on. It's just it's what the default option becomes. Go suck a dick, EA. Okay, so here's drill number 5. They turned off the slowdown settings. And here's what it's gonna look like. With the lob pass, he goes and gets it. Perfect. So that's all you really need to do, unless you feel like doing the whole freeform drill. Otherwise, what I want to show you is just in practice mode, standard practice mode. So again, we're going to go into Learn to Play. We're going into Team Practice. Don't spam A because it gives you this screen, and you just need to pull up Offense Only right now. The Chiefs are going to be the easiest ones to run this, or an easy one to run this with. Like an easy one to get an example of. So let's see here. Go. Yes, so I'm going to put Valdez-Scantling and Hardman on the outsides just for demonstration purposes. I'm putting this play here, and then I'm going to go into the pause menu and respot the ball. I'm going to go back to my own 20-yard line. So, I know I didn't go over this with the initial drill. So how to freeform pass when you're passing. You hold down left trigger and then you hit the button of the receiver you want to throw to. So, when you do something like that, that circle appears. And then the reticle moves within the circle using the left thumbstick. Really, the best way to do it is to move it to one of the extremes. So, for example, if I'm throwing here to the slot receiver, I'm going to throw it down and away. If Patrick Mahomes could hit a throw to save his life, I'll do it one more time. I'm going to put it down to the extreme. So let's say if there was a defender in the area, is going to keep you from throwing the pass to the defender. It's going to keep the defender from being able to make a play on the ball.
Yellow, yellow.
But mainly the use of the freeform is for extremes. You're throwing it extremely outside, you're throwing it extremely inside, you're throwing it extremely underneath, you're throwing it extremely over top. The easiest way to learn just the basics of freeforming is just throwing it over top. So that's what I was doing here in practice mode, and I figured it would just be best to do it in a video format, so I'm not trying to explain it via text. So pairing it with a lob pass, no defender is going to be able to make a play on the ball unless they're a safety backed off.
Yellow.
Like, unless they're in position, like, I should rephrase that. This works best against things like cover 0, cover 1, man coverage when you have a speed advantage. Because Madden doesn't work well with speed for whatever reason. Your receivers will run past man coverage if the speed's not if you have a positive speed differential. If you've got faster speed receivers and your opponent has corners, and it'll work well against like certain coverages, like press, stuff like that. The way to counter it on defense is just a hot route an outside quarter over the top of whatever the speed receiver is. Unless you have like an 85 speed corner, like you have to have a really slow corner to get burnt over the top of an outside corner. It's nearly impossible.
Hey, 57,
Even if
57.
you're going up against 99 speed receiver, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, like it's very hard to get beat over the top of an outside quarter. It gives up other things, but that's the entire idea of football, is learning how to adjust. So if you need to play defense, then call an outside quarter to stop the streak, and then figure out what else to do in front of it. But the main purpose of this video is to show you how to freeform. Or not to show you how to freeform, just to teach you the basics of freeforming, which, like I said, the easiest way to do that is with the streak, and it's how I learned how to do it. And especially with a lob pass. The lob pass specifically, you are just barely touching the button of the receiver you're trying to throw the ball to. So let's say with Hardman here, if I want to throw it back shoulder, I'm moving the controller, I'm moving the thumbstick up, and then to the right a couple degrees, like 3, 4, maybe 5 degrees, barely to the right, because otherwise you'll take it too far out of bounds. Like even if I go at a 45-degree angle to the right, it's out of bounds. And I'm running this to the wide side of the field, so it does take some practice. It takes some getting used to. But if you're not running a fade, if you're just running something going straight down the middle of the field, you can put it right over the top of them sometimes. So it's a great way to practice. You can do it in regular practice mode. I'll show you. I'll just show you right now. Just go into practice mode and do it against cover 0, cover 1. And you can do it versus high-rated corners. Let's go back to the Chiefs. The Chargers have good corners, right? J.C. Jackson and the Panthers have good corners. Panthers. Yeah, Panthers. We'll do Panthers. Yes. Open. Oh, I need to sub because we switched. Scantling. Juju. Hardman. Where is our play? There it is. Okay. And let's do this versus. Here we go. And this is just our standard. I don't know what to call here because we don't want cover 1 press. We just want cover 1. Let's rock Press. Here we go. That works well.
Yellow.
And then we're going to go in here. We're going to respot the ball. Like I said. There are other counters to it. The easiest thing to do is call an outside quarter. But there are other counters. But here is examples. So right now, since the corners are lined up directly over top, they're not shaded inside or out. Doesn't really matter which streak you won. You can use these old school fades. You can hot route it to a streak. You can hot route it to the new hot route fades. It's not really too much of a big deal. But again, this is just for practice purposes. You throw it over the top, you lob it. Most likely, especially if you're playing against good corners, you're going to have to throw it over the top. You're going to have to possession catch it. You're not going to be able to rack catch it unless you have a really absurd speed differential. And you still have to be careful throwing it too far out of bounds like I just did there. I might actually just put him on streaks. The other thing to do too is to read the safety. Because Chin was drifting right there, so I sent it left.
Attack! Attack!
Yeah, Chin's drifting left. I lob it. I throw it over top. It's easier to possession catch. You can risk it with a rack catch.
Yellow.
But it's totally up to you. Again, this is just for practicing freeforming. If you feel like countering it on defense, the easiest way to do it is with outside quarters. No special adjustments. You don't have to guess pass. You don't have to shade anywhere. You don't have to back off. Just standard cover 4. Not even standard cover 4. Just hot route outside one of your outside corners into an outside quarter, and you will be able to stop a streak over the top like this.
Hero 15. Far side.
But this is just to teach yourself how to freeform pass. And then if you really feel like it, you can start getting frisky.
Hey, Sunday. Far side.
So let's see. I got Travis Kelce out here. If I want to lead it. The benefits of the freeform passing is that it lets you lead more than the old school style of just regular pass leading does, which is the classic mode in Madden 23. So you're switching from classic to placement and accuracy. Placement and accuracy, the accuracy doesn't really mean a whole bunch, but the placement gives you a little bit finer control, which makes it more advantageous. In my opinion, and in most people's opinion that use it, which is why it's a good thing to learn how to use it. And in my opinion, this is the easiest way to learn how to do it, because all you have to do is, like I said, just hold up on the left thumbstick. That's all you got to do. Because, again, like I said, the freeform passing, the best thing it does is extremes. Extreme in, extreme out, extreme up, extreme down. Whether you're throwing a comeback route down, you're throwing a zig route out, a slant in, or a streak or fade like these ones over top, it's best for just that exactly. Like this one, down and away in man coverage versus on a curl route. It's just about extremes.
Yellow.
But you'll get better at that the more you practice with it. You can practice here in practice mode. You can practice in exhibition games with other people in the league. Honestly, I did it the first couple times in the skills trainer and just did my best learning how to use it. It's easiest to use a team that's not the Steelers with 86 throw power Kenny Pickett trying to lob pass it. But you get the idea. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I did want to show us, while I'm here, I'm going to show us the play that I'll be writing up. It's from Tight Doubles. It's called Shot Fade Cross. Let me make sure I've got, yeah, Hardman and Scantling. This thing literally beats just about it. You quite literally need to call quarter or prevent, with,
Hide on these two.
or you need to have if I'll caveat it. You need, if you don't have corners that are the same speed as your opponent's receivers, you've got to call quarter or prevent in order to be able to stop this, because otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. Let me try. What was I stopping it from yesterday? I think it was literally prevent. Cover 3, yeah, it was prevent cover 3. Even that, let's see. Yeah, the issue with this play is that you're blocking 7 initially. Yeah, you're blocking 7, so prevent does stop it. Let me go back to quarters, and then I will show you all of the other defenses that it beats, which is every single defense in this game. The only thing that really stops it is pressure, and the issue with bringing pressure is that the play only has 3 routes and blocks 7 people to begin with. So you need to send 7 blitzers, which is going to leave you wide open in coverage. Yeah, I said I was going to try quarter normal. Let's just try now, just cover 3. I'll just try cover 4 up. I mean, I know it's not going to work. I spent much too long testing this yesterday. If you do not have corners, I mean, you might get lucky and get a pass breakup like that. You might. Hot tip: you run it to the wide side of you run it to the short side of the field. It gets open faster, but you can still run it to the wide side of the field, generally speaking. But yeah, running it to the short side of the field is the way to do it. The corner dumbs out for whatever reason, and it's just a total shit show. I honestly thought quarter stopped it. I might be wrong. It literally might just be prevent is the only thing that stops this. Prevent or heavy pressure. Let me try cover 2. Cover 2 man, I should say. Yeah, it's... He did make a play on the ball there. Let me try passing that outside. Okay, so yeah, the cover 2... So quarter cover 2 does stop it. The safety gets there to make the play. So quarter and prevent are your options for stopping this. Let me try throwing this to the wide side versus quarter. Okay, so yeah, quarter and prevent are what stops this. Nothing else will stop this. But like I said, pressure will stop this. The issue with trying to send pressure versus this is that you can block 7 people, because the route gets open by itself no matter what you run with it. And it's got 2 crossing routes, so you can quick snap it as well. Alright, so let's try 3-3. Cover 3, right? I can't back off. There were 6 hours of testing if you want to go back to yesterday and watch me playing against 99 overall corners. If you've got a speed advantage, you will catch this ball every single time. like I said, possession catch it,
Yellow.
don't rack catch it.
Far side.
Now I'm not showing
Fire
up.
down these two.
Yes, possession catch it. You will catch it every single time. And depending on the speed differential, if you have more than like 2 or 3 speed on the corner, you're probably able to rack catch it and score a touchdown every single time. Sometime, if the corner does get... So, the other way to... Okay, I'm sorry, I was lying. There is a third way to stop this. If the receiver gets bumped, either by you usering bumping it, or by him running into your corner one way or another, that will stop it. But it also could leave you, like if you press and for whatever reason he doesn't get bumped, it's going to be even more naked. And then the final option is to literally user that route and then hope that your defense covers everything else that could be run underneath this route. So you got 4 options. You got quarter, prevent, press, bump him in some way, or user it. Those are your 4 options for stopping this.
Far side.
Yeah, if you get it just right, it's a touchdown every single time. And like I said, there's 6 hours of stream yesterday. I was doing this versus 99 overall corners. Consistently. I tried backing off, shading over top, guessing pass, deep half, deep quarter, deep third, man coverage, multiple zones in the area, doesn't matter. The only things that stop this are pressure, usering, bumping, quarter, or prevent. Quarter or prevent, the safeties start off deep enough that they won't get beat over the top. Everything else will get beat over the top. So there was an example right there. Like I said, if he happens to get bumped for whatever reason, you're screwed. Or the offense is screwed. But if he doesn't get bumped, this is wide open every single time. I've done this enough against cover 3. I'll show you guys a different. The only reason that got broken up there is because the safety came over because I lobbed it I didn't time it right. Let's try cover 4. Yeah, just a standard cover 4. Turn off.
Yellow. Far side.
And it'll get over top. Let's try like standard cover 2 man.
Yellow. Far side.
It beats the man, beats the safety. If the safety is fast, like I said, so if you've got this, you can have the speed connection either at corner or safety. If the safety is fast enough, he can get there. And the deep half was the thing that was covering it yesterday. Let's try it to the other side. And this is with Jeremy Chin and Dante Jackson covering. We're even faster than the other 2 guys. Yeah, like I said, the short side of the field is the way to be running this. This is the first time I've had an issue throwing this. But this is also in practice mode. This isn't game mode. I was in game on competitive all Madden testing this all day yesterday.
Far side. down these two. Buy down these two. 15. Far side.
Oh, that's what I forgot. Okay, so if I want to pull the safety in the deep half, you need to streak.
Far side.
Yeah. Now he's not getting there at all, and has a bomb. So it's either a 0 adjustment or 1 adjustment bomb against cover 2. Okay, that's 2-man. We should try something pressed. I have like a. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see if that presses. No, it's not pressing that. Okay. I should not have picked this without checking to see if they had press play. Oh, let's try this over
Yellow.
3 press. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try the other one that was pressed over there. Sam like 3 press.
Far side.
Yeah, if they don't so you have, I'm pretty sure you have to manually press.
Yellow.
But even then, like, it's risky as hell. Yeah, I don't know if I'll try cover 1 press. I just know that's really not a good idea. It's not. Oh, it doesn't even press. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. So I'm good. I'm posting a document with this as well, so this floundering excuse of a video isn't the only tool you have. Okay, bye everybody.